Hello, today I'm doing, what if. I haven't posted in like 2 days. So this is a new what if where I'm talking about what if Naruto had the Death Note. And I think that up until when he failed the graduation, he would always be in the library reading because he wanted to get stronger. So he was learning of new jutsus in the library, which made him get really good at reading. So then when he failed, because he doesn't have the yin half chakra, because he doesn't have that much of it, well, Mizuki tells him about the scroll, and when he goes to the Hokage's office, he ends up finding the scroll, and right by it he finds a notebook, and on the notebook it says Death Note. So when he's in the forest, he reads the rules of the Death Note, like all the way through, because he's good at reading. And then he works on the Shadow Clone Jutsu, and he learns that. And then he sees another jutsu called the Flying Rajin. I don't even know how to pronounce it. I'm really bad at pronouncing it. But he writes it down because he knows that they might find him soon, so he writes it down on a different scroll. So he wrote that down, and then Mizuki comes out, and he tells Naruto about how he's the nine-tailed fox, and so Naruto runs away, and everything up until when Mizuki's about to kill Iruka happens, and then Naruto pulls out a pen because he always has one on hand just in case, and he writes Mizuki's name down in the Death Note, and he says that the shuriken comes back and kills him. So as soon as Mizuki throws the shuriken, it goes upwards and comes back down and hits him. And this catches Mizuki off guard and instantly kills Mizuki. So, and then Naruto came out and said, "That's what you get." And then Iruka said, "Did you do that?" And he was like, "Yep, I did that." And then he gives him the ninja headband. And I'm gonna say that Sasuke and Naruto are still on the same team. Well, I'm gonna say that Naruto and Sasuke are still on the same team with useless Sakura, of course. And this is because Naruto still had the worst grades in his class. So they do all those D rank missions, and Naruto gets sick of this again, and at this point he knows he's like pretty close to the Hokage, so he asked the Hokage if they can get a C rank mission, and the Hokage reluctantly agrees. So then they meet Tazuna, and they go on the Land of Ways arc. So while there, Naruto actually picks up on the water walking and tree walking the fastest. After like 2 tries, he gets it, and then Sakura gets it just as fast, which surprises them all because, Sakura's useless. And then it takes Sasuke about a day, maybe 2. And then, on the way there, the Demon Brothers still came out, but Naruto and Sasuke took care of them, so. And then, when Zabuza came out, Naruto just kinda, he used the Flying Rajin Jutsu, because when the blade came flying in, he jumped up and touched the blade, which put a seal on it, and Zabuza didn't notice. So he was about to swing down on Naruto when he used the Flying Rajin, and Naruto appeared behind him and ended up knocking him unconscious. And then Kakashi was about to kill him when Haku came by and said, and saved him by, she just saved him, or he just saved him. And then they all know that Haku's a bad guy, and then Naruto tries to go after him, but can't because he's like basically out of chakra because he used like an unperfected Flying Rasen Jutsu, which takes out a lot of chakra. So then on the bridge, Naruto and Sasuke are still in the demonic ice crystal jutsu, and Sasuke jumps in the way again like he did before, and this makes Naruto mad, so he pulled out the Death Note and he wrote down Haku in it, which killed Haku, and then he wrote down Zabuza's name, which killed Zabuza before Kakashi could even get there with a Chidori. So that's the end of that. And then Gato, they just easily took him out. So, and then Naruto figures out that Sasuke's not dead. And after the bridge is built, they all go back. And it's still named the Great Naruto Bridge because Naruto did a lot. So they went back to the village, and that's when Kakashi showed, like before the tuning exams, he showed Sasuke how to, like, the Chidori, and then Naruto said he wanted to learn it too, but Kakashi said only people with a Sharingan can learn it. He said, okay, but give me the fundamentals, and Kakashi does, and he ends up creating the purple lightning, the purple lightning, which instead of Kakashi learning, I'm gonna have Naruto learn it instead. So this completely surprises Kakashi, and then Kakashi asked them if they want to do the tuning exams, which they all agree to. And so they do the written exams, and Naruto does the same thing as he does in the original, except he gets like a score. Like, he doesn't do the exact same as the original because he's a lot smarter in this one, and he has like above Shikamaru level, so he ends up getting like the third best score, just below Itachi. And if you don't know, the number one is Minato. So, and then they move on to the Forest of Death, and all of that happens the same, except before the before it starts, he goes he goes to every team to find out which scrolls, like, they see the scroll. He sees the scrolls, and he marks one of the teams with the Flying Rising Jutsu that had the scroll they need. So as soon as the exam started, or right before it started, he teleported back to his team, and through one of his basically kunai, like the Force, but like Minato's, but a little different. And he threw it as far as he could, and it landed in the end tower. So he teleported to the team that had the scroll that he needed, and he took their scroll with like absolutely no effort. And then he goes back to his team and then teleports to the end tower. and this completely surprises everyone because he even beats Gaara's time in canon. And then they open the scroll, and Iruka comes out, and he's screaming at him. And he said, "I didn't think you guys actually opened the scroll." And then he looks around, and he's like, "Oh, you guys are in the end tower already?" And they just kind of nodded, and that's where I'll be leaving this off. So leave a like and subscribe.